postseason basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3. You take a look at the 76ers. This is a crucial game for them. A win here, and this is a brand new series. But a loss has them staring at a daunting 3-1 deficit.
And B.A., this is when a team looks to its fans for a big boost. They want the energy in this building to be electrifying.
Now here's George. Fires the 3. Here's Embiid. Rejected by Brown.
And that's all about anticipation. Jaylen Brown, high IQ defensively.
Tatum with it. And there's the screen. And there's the drive. And the layup is good.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
Now here's George. It's tipped. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
You saw the full power of Joel Embiid on display right there. No one was getting in his way.
And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Pass to Queta. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Here's Edgecombe. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
And when you watch V.J. Edgecombe play, the word explosive comes to mind. A tremendous athlete with an exciting future.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Outside White. Pass to Hauser. Here's Queta. Embiid covers. White against Maxey. White can't hit.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, stolen by Embiid. To the paint. It's stolen by Tatum. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Hauser. Cranes the jumper to finish off the break. Here's Maxey. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Back over to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Fast break, Philadelphia. Boston with a rebound.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
George against Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Tatum's got his second basket on the night.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Maxey. The Sixers again can't hit. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Hauser. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game. Drops the first. So hits one and misses one at the line. 76ers trail by 3. Here's Edgecombe. Up top, Embiid. Here's Maxey. Good work defensively by White.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Brown. Kana gets the bucket.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Oubre. They need this. And no good. Boston leading by 5. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally insane.
Here's Tatum. Here he goes. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia with another miss. The Celtics have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Now here's Brown. He's scoreless. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
The 76ers making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. The 76ers trail by 10. Maxey feeling it out a bit. To snap the cold streak. Got a hand on it. Outside, Brown. Here's Hauser. No good from outside.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Embiid. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Tatum, screen on Maxey. White, the pass to Tatum. And a miss there on the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And George with the basket on the assist by Maxey.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Tatum with a screen. White, the pass to Tatum. Nails it from 3. Tatum's got 9. And here is Maxey. Still without a bucket. Pass to George. Outside Grimes. For 3, Maxey. Tatum pulls it in.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That one misses. He hits the second from the line. 76ers trail by 10. Maxey passes to Embiid. It's blocked. Now Brown. Yet to see a basket. Over Embiid. Again, the miss by Boston. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And I think what people love the most about Tyrese Maxey is the enthusiasm he plays with. He always seems to be smiling and having fun out there.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Philadelphia. Vucevic, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Jaylen Brown. For 3, Maxey. It's hauled in by White.
Still searching for his first bucket of the night. He is struggling, and so is his team.
It's stolen by Oubre. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Shireman's checked in for White.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for 1, Kelly Oubre Jr.
Celtics lead by 6. Hauser outside. Here's Shireman. And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Philadelphia. Barlow comes in for Paul George. And it's Edwards in for Oubre. And the Celtics also making a change. Walsh is checked in. Philadelphia shooting pretty low at 24% in this first quarter. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Walsh.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Pass to Pritchard. And here's Vucevic. Drummond defending. Here's Shireman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Edwards looking it over. To the inside. Here's Drummond. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Pritchard. No made baskets yet. And here they come. Here's Barlow. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Shireman, covered by Grimes. Here's Pritchard. Oh, rejected by Drummond. And they're able to recover. Vucevic gets the bucket. 76ers trail by 6. Drummond passes to Barlow. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Maxey on the wing, covered by Vucevic. 14 feet away. He squares up and sinks it.
Well, you got to love Maxey taking what the defense gives him. If the mid-range opens up for him, he's going to let it fly.
Pass to Walsh. Now Vucevic. Drummond defending. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Shireman. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Pritchard with a steal to the right side. Now here's Vucevic. It's stolen by Maxey. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Edwards with it. Guarded by Vucevic. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by Edwards. Maxey's got 5.
That's beautiful right there by Maxey. You can play him off the ball or on the ball. Tyrese will find a way to beat you.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The 76ers making a switch here. Bonus checked in. Garza's checked in for Boston. Celtics lead by 4. Pritchard with it. Still no points. Pass to Tatum. 3-pointer. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Now Grimes for 3. And they recover it. 3-pointer. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
And here's Maxey outside. Shireman grabs the board. Boston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Maxey against Pritchard. Pass to Garza. Let's go with a 3. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
76ers trail by 7. Here's Barlow, hounded by Tatum. Edwards for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Tatum with a screen. Pass to Garza. Here's Walsh. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey. One shot.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
'76ers trail by 6. 55 seconds left in the first. Here's Bona. Tipped. Here's Garza. Pass to Walsh. Maxey with it. Pritchard picks him up. Maxey passes to Barlow. Here's Bona. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
27 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Tatum. There's a screen. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Tatum's got 11.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
And here's Maxey outside. He's off on that one. Here's Shireman. It'll count. And that does it for the first quarter. Boston out in front, leading by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
Celtics lead by 6. George and Embiid are up front. Quentin Grimes out there with Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Lets the three fly. He buries it from 3. Hauser's got his second basket.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Oubre. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Boston has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Tatum with a screen. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's George. Philadelphia moving it around. Goes up from the top of the key. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 7 tonight. Up top, White. Embiid covers. White, the pass to Tatum. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Embiid just brushing off the contact inside.
Well, the defense did everything they could right there, but against a player like Embiid with that kind of power, it's just not enough.
Outside Tatum. There's the triple. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now here's George. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by White. Celtics lead by 8. Now here's Hauser. He has 6. 4-3. That That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. On the attack, Oubre. Count that one. Oubre's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. It's Brown on the wing. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Boston making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in.
Celtic substitution. Number 4, Nikola Vucevic.
Three-pointer Embiid. Oh, Embiid hit from outside.
That's great range. Joel Embiid has never been afraid to shoot the three if it's given to him.
And here's White. And here's Brown for 3. Joel Embiid pulls it down. 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Grimes. Embiid, a screen on Brown. Here's Grimes. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Celtics lead by 3. Now White. Outside. Brown. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. The layup misses. The 76ers have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Embiid. Fires it from 18. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Celtics have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. White finds Brown. Six to shoot. Again, Brown missing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And here's Oubre from the arc. The offensive rebound. George for 3. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Well, if you create shots for him, Paul George is going to knock him down all night long.
Boston has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's White. Stop the drought. Queta gets the bucket. Queta's got 7 points in the game.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Pass to Oubre. It's George on the wing. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
That's a beautiful stroke that time by Paul George. If he gets a look from beyond the arc, he is really dangerous.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. Outside, Brown. Pass to Keita. And he dunks it down.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. The Sixers trailing. Here's Edgecombe. George outside. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
I just love the ball movement.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Maxey, he's checked in for Grimes. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in. That's good from George.
What you love from Paul George, offensively, he's so consistent. He understands how to get the shot that he wants, and he will flat out give you the points you need every night.
Now here's Brown. No points so far. Vucevic, screen on Oubre. And here's Brown for three. Brown with very little space.
And we have seen Brown take more and more threes recently, becoming very confident in this shot.
George with it. 11 points in the game. Vucevic with a steal. Here's Hauser. Here's White. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside Maxey. George outside. The three. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Pritchard with it. And Drummond picks him up defensively. Vucevic, a screen on Drummond. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
And a great move by Brown, showing the doubters Jaylen can dribble it.
And here are the Sixers now. It's a three-point game. Outside Maxey. Launches a three. Hauled in by Brown.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's Brown. He's got 5. Stolen by Drummond. Inside. Here's George. And here's Oubre from the arc. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes here for the 76ers. Barlow's checked in for Paul George, and it's Edwards in for Oubre. Boston also changing it up. Garza's checked in for Hauser. Walsh comes in for Jaylen Brown. Shireman comes in for Derek White. Boston's gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Here's Shireman. Takes a three. Pritchard, no good. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Barlow. Maxey against Pritchard. Here's Edgecombe. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edgecombe's got 5.
Not an ideal start for them. The shots weren't dropping, but they're definitely surging now and could open this lead up even more.
Now here's Pritchard. Hasn't got one to fall yet. Here's Shireman. And the layup is good off the glass.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Philadelphia has gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. Here's Maxey. Can't hit from the elbow.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Three-pointer, Vucevic gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 5.
The sure stroke of Vucevic when he added that three-point shot in his 6th season. He has loads of trust in his jumper.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Edgecombe. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Walsh. Walsh has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Pritchard. Here's the 3. Drummond grabs the miss.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble. If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Celtics lead by 3. The 76ers shooting 53% here in the second quarter. Drummond for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Vucevic, screen on Maxey. Pritchard, pass to Vucevic. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Boston leading by 3. 1:16 left in the second. Out to the right wing. Here's Shireman. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Pass to Drummond. It's Edwards on the wing. No points yet. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Maxey outside. Knocks down the triple. And this game is tied up now.
And if you look at these early years for Tyrese Maxey's career, you can see he has increased the number of threes he's taken year by year.
Here's Shireman. Here's Walsh. Pass to Pritchard. Vucevic with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Outside Pritchard from downtown. Some solid defense from Maxey. And here are the 76ers. No good there. Drummond against Pritchard. And he drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pritchard's gotten his 2nd bucket. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. With 1 on the clock. The shot misses. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Celtics. They lead by 2. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Boston Celtics.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. When you think about the series, Shaq, do they need to win this game?
Yes, Ernie, if they lose this one, they are in a serious hole. I'd even call it a Shaq-size hole.
Well, those Shaq-size holes are hard to get out of. But seriously, I call this a must-win, Ernie. I mean, you can't afford to fall too far behind in the playoffs.
A crucial game for sure. We'll see how it plays out. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.